get this, later this month, the United States Space Force, yes, that's the newest branch of the U.S. Armed Forces, will celebrate its one-year anniversary.
Pretty cool. And here to tell us all about the U.S. Space Force is its Chief of Space Operations, General J. Raymond. General Raymond, thank you so much for being with us. And yes, we've heard about the U.S. Space Force, but a lot of us don't actually know what it is that you do. So tell us about this newest arm of the military.
Thanks so much for the opportunity to be here with you today. The United States Space Force is the newest branch of the armed service. So just like the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marines, there's now a United States Space Force. Our birthday was the 20th of December last year, so we're just 10 days away from our first birthday, as you said. Our job is to provide every American the space capabilities that they have grown to rely on to fuel their American way of life, and then obviously to provide those space capabilities for our national security as well.
This is also a big day, a milestone. You have a graduating class.
We do. So today, it's a really exciting day, a history-making day. A little over 400 of American sons and daughters who volunteered to join the service, both the Air Force and the Space Force, have been going through training for the last 7 weeks in what we call basic military training. Graduation is today. What makes this class so historic is that today, for the first time ever, 7 of those members of the class are coming directly into the Space Force. So they'll graduate, they'll head off to Vandenberg Air Force Base and start their training to learn how to support launch operations out of both Florida and California, to operate satellites like the GPS satellite, to operate sensors across the globe to make sure that our nation is always protected.
Well, congratulations to each and every one of them, General. And when you talk about space capabilities, a lot of people have questions. Are you actually going to send anyone up into space? How does your organization differ from NASA?
Absolutely. That's a great question. I get it a lot. There's actually 3 different segments of space. There's a national security segment. That's what we do. That's the Space Force. There's a civilian component, and that's NASA. NASA is all about exploration and scientific exploration. That's NASA. And then there's a commercial industry. And I just saw you played a clip about the SpaceX tests. There's a big boom in commercial space industry as well. And so we're not NASA. We're a military component of it, but we work very closely with NASA. We have military folks that we send to NASA to act as astronauts. We support NASA in their launch operations. We train together. We really are working hard to develop norms of behavior together to make sure that all nations across the world have open and free access to this most critical domain called space.
And General, is it a part of your mission as well to actively look for life and protect us from any potential threat of life out there beyond?
That does not fall under our mission set. Let me be really clear. Our mission, for example, every American today has used space multiple times before they even had their first cup of coffee. If you have a smartphone, you're using space. GPS provides not only the positional data, but it also provides that timing signal to link up all of the networks that we have across our country. We use it for weather. We use it to communicate. For those that are watching satellite television, all of those things come from space. It's really hard for the average person to understand it because you can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't feel it. But every American needs to know that their way of life is fueled by those capabilities that are operating high above in the space domain.
Who is out there looking for ET, though, General? If it's not you.
NASA does the exploration piece of that mission. We're focused on the satellite.
Oh, you got it, my man. That's a good way to put it. And General, you actually put it in a way that's better than anyone I think we've ever heard. Most of us using space before we even have that first cup of coffee in the morning. That's a very good way to put it. Really, congratulations on the day that you all are having, the work that you're doing, and this one-year anniversary coming up. Chief of Space Operations for the U.S. Space Force, General J. Raymond. So we hope to continue to check in with you, all right? Congratulations.
I would welcome it, TJ and Amy. Thanks so much. Have a great morning.
You too. Great guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine as a kid, us growing up having a Space Force? I want to be a part of the Space Force.
Hey, now that's what every kid can hope to achieve.
It's an option now.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.